And welcome into the Week 8 preview episode of the Paul Farrington Show. Paul Farrington joined alongside Jack Weinberger, Andrew Keenan, Zach Bloomquist. He's finally back. All right.
The chemistry experiment is back.
Yeah, Zach has compared himself to a walking chemistry experiment. He's all drugged up. He's got a lot of stuff going on.
It's good to have you here, buddy.
But
good to have you here.
He's here tonight. He's here tonight, as is Michael and Jeffrey, intern Jeffrey.
Dude, we got our whole crew tonight.
We got a lot of
Look
people
at
here
this.
tonight. It's been a long time since that.
It's been a while. We got to put on a killer show.
Yeah, we do. I mean, after some of those comments on the last one, we got to step our game up
It's
a
all right.
little
We'd rather
bit.
have haters than nobody, right?
You know, we actually got off on the right foot for today because I saw Andrew walking down the street today. The same spot last time where I was honking and he completely ignored me. This time, attentive. He was, he was smiling. He looked like he was enjoying life. Looked over at me, gave a wave, and I said, "This is on the show tonight, Andrew.
Yeah,
this is
excited.
on the show."
I told you I go for walks. I'm not a bit, maybe because of my athletic background and just being in gyms at 6 a.m. That isn't enjoyable to me. I guess I found something, play some music, go for a walk, see the beautiful foliage in Allendale.
Yeah, I understand when when you walk on the street, you're supposed to walk opposite the cars.
Yes.
When you walk opposite the cars, I always felt that was weird being a driver. Like, I understand why you do it so you can see everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I never like people walking towards me as I'm driving a car. I don't know. Maybe I just prefer.
Listen, I like the walks.
I didn't work today until 9 o'clock from home, so I can wake up at like 8:55, open my laptop. You roll out of bed, open my laptop. It was like 7:10, 7:15, and my mom shakes me up. She's like, "Jack, can you drive Jeff to school?" I'm like, No. Worst feeling ever. I had to drive your brother, too.
That's hard. I would have told him to walk.
Oh, it's terrible.
So
That's why I'm exhausted today.
We do have a packed studio, but we are also joined by Robert Ziggy Ziegler from the University of Virginia. Ziggy, you didn't think I forgot about you there, did you?
Oh, you never forget about me.
Not since the Vic Lombardi interview of 2019. When this Notre Dame Day interview that we did for our show, the former alumni named Vic Lombardi was asking questions. And I was like, yeah, the show that I did with my old roommate, Will, and it completely left out Ziggy. It was a bad moment in the show's history.
Well, look where we are now. So.
Here we are.
Yeah, Ziggy's here, part of the crew. Love to see it.
And why don't we begin with the London game? Denver and Jacksonville. And a very, very funny story coming out of not even the game because it hasn't happened yet, but from the travel over there. Russell Wilson on the plane ride to Jacksonville or to London was apparently working out for 4 hours on the 8-hour ride, doing high knees and stretches down the aisle throughout the flight. A very bizarre story. And just my first instinct to this is like, if I was on that plane, I would be like, dude, sit down
Paul,
and go to sleep.
We just had a freaking flight, an early flight home from Florida. I was asleep like 3/4 of the way home. And the other week, flying home from Vegas, I was asleep 3/4 of the way home too. It was just like, passed out like this, eyes shut, exhausted. If there's somebody doing high knees in the aisle, I don't care if he's my quarterback or my father or my mother or my cousin or my brother or my grandma or my grandpa. Go! Stop!
These are also like enormous men. Like we used to travel, obviously for basketball. We didn't fly, but we'd bus around like the East Coast. We had some 7-hour, 8-hour, 9-hour bus rides. I'm not exact. The lights would be off since we're all bigger guys too. Basketball, we'd lay like perpendicular like this across the aisle. And if someone had to get up to even like pee, you'd be like, dude, like go sit down. If someone was on those bus trips running up and down the aisle, I'm not exaggerating, the bus would have been stopped and they would have been kicked off.
Look, this guy Russ is scoring like 9 points a week, doing high knees and waking up your teammates on 40,000 feet up in the air. It's not gonna do anything.
I'd be so mad.
I mean, when this story first broke, I figured that it was like some journalist leaking something to try and make Russ look bad. But then you realize, like, he went to the media and bragged about this. Like, look at me, guys. I'm so cool. I'm doing high knees and stretches instead of getting a good night's sleep. I'm doing useless workouts and bothering my teammates instead of preparing for the game. It's like,
and
he thinks this makes him look good.
Yeah, that's where it's kind of strange to me. It's like, does he really feel that much of a need to get attention on himself?
Yes.
That like it's just crazy.
He's a lunatic.
Why? first off, you don't have to be doing that. I wonder if the plane has some other area. I'm envisioning him
running down the
up and
aisle.
down the aisle like a
Oh, me too.
lunatic.
It must have been a huge
that
plane.
came into my
because
mind, too.
He'd be hitting the ceiling on a regular plane. His knees would be breaking.
It has to have been like, tucked away
I mean,
somewhere.
like,
I can't imagine.
It's a massive plane the team charters, so maybe it is like a whole separate area.
I can't imagine him going up and down the aisle and just having like Cortland Sutton, like, dude, like, what are you doing?
Like, I get it if, like, whatever, the team doctors were there and he was in the back, like, laying down, getting stretched out and stuff. Okay, whatever, you're being quiet, but that is absurd, him doing high knees. I don't know how these guys are just accepting this.
I mean, if Denver comes out and hangs like 40 and wins this week,
do whatever you want.
And do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, I'd have the whole team running and then high knees, but...
The flight home, the whole team is doing high knees.
Yes.
But like, let's not forget though, it's not like Russell Wilson's getting off the game and getting off the plane and playing the game in like 30 seconds, right? Like it's literal days are going to pass. Like it's just for show. Like he's warming up days in advance.
I also
game.
I don't think he knows what jet lagged is. They're like, "Are you going to be jet lagged?" That's how it came up. And he's like, "No, I was doing high knees on the plane." Like that has nothing to do with anything. It's about the time difference, not you running. If anything, you're making yourself more tired. Like it made no sense.
I asked someone from the Volume today. I was curious if Tom Brady, if it had been reported that Tom Brady was doing this, and what the perception would be, what he thought the perception would be in the media. Because everything Brady does, it's ultimate competitor, ultimate winner, whatever it takes.
And he's got that weird pliability stuff. Like he does a bunch of BS stretching and exercises. He says makes him great.
But my coworker gave a good point. He's like, if Brady did this, it wouldn't even come up. It wouldn't leak. Maybe Brady's done this before. I wouldn't be surprised if Brady was working out on planes. But you don't like. Why take on that media attention? Are you trying to pretend like you're better than everyone else? It's a very weird PR move. But like you said, Andrew, he's just kind of been full of them this year.
He's strange.
He's a strange guy.
The Danger Witch thing, the Let's Ride. The guy is losing.
And he seems like a really nice guy, but just a little.
I don't know.
Weird.
Does he? The thing came out how like that you can't contact him unless you go through his agent. Like that doesn't seem like a nice guy to me.
No, is that what Sherman and Lynch was saying?
They're like,
on the volume.
I don't think they'd be lying.
Yeah.
Whereas then McAfee said he's like, Peyton Manning is one of the best one of the best quarterbacks of all time, and we're invited to like his little kid's birthday. You give him a call anytime during the day, he answers. Whereas Russell Wilson, this lunatic, if the wide receiver's like, hey Russ, like how do you want to attack this week? You can't even call him. So I don't know if he's a good guy.
I think Russ is sorry.
I'm sorry. I just said those those memes. It's like Broncos country, let's ride, and it's like the ride. It's like a car spinning out of control like this. I see like 15 of those a day.
But he also has like the State of the Union meetings or whatever with the team. I think if you want to be a successful quarterback, and again, I've never played in the NFL or anything close to like.
You haven't?
I've never played anything close to that level, but I just imagine that. The way to go about leadership is not just attention on you all the time like that. He doesn't really know how to be a leader is what's very clear to me. And neither does Nathaniel Hackett.
Well, I'll tell you, Russell Wilson needs all this attention on him because otherwise that attention is going to be going to the Broncos record and the head coaching decisions. And I think Russ would rather have people talking about how crazy he is for exercising in the middle of a plane flight than how terrible this team's been this year.
Hackett was probably snoring in the front as other coaches be going over film. He's snoring in the front, passed out.
Wait, what's Denver? Denver's 2-4.
Denver's 2-4, and the reports are right now that if they lose to Jacksonville, Hackett will be fired.
I mean, Nathaniel Weinberger is probably 2-4 with the Broncos. He's doing no work.
They're 2-5. They're 2-5.
Yeah, he might be better.
He would have went for it on first down. On fourth down against the Seahawks and won.
My dad would have went for it on fourth down.
The Broncos are currently 2-5, Ziggy.
Yeah, they're currently 2-5.
They're terrible.
Nathaniel Weinberger can coach that team to 2-5.
And I think I could coach them.
Well, go ahead, Ziggy.
You've got to think there's a lot of resentment on this team because, especially towards Russell Wilson, the offense, because the defense has played absolutely lights out.
They're fantastic.
Right. We're talking, they're clearly the best defense in the entire league. There have been 3 games this year where they haven't given up more than 10 points. Now, 4 games, excuse me. And against NFL offenses, that's crazy. So I have to think there's a lot of simmering, there's a lot of resentment because if the Broncos could score 17 points, just hit 17 points.
I think they're averaging 14.3. 14.3.
That's what I said about Zach Wilson.
The most points scored in Mile High this year was 16 by the Jets.
Yeah, the defense has been
if they score 20 points a game, I don't know this off the top of my head. What are they, 6-1?
I mean, yeah, maybe they'd be pretty good. But
If they score 20 points a game, they are 6-1. The only team they've lost by scored more than 19 against them is the Raiders.
But Hackett from the very beginning, from week 1, remember the first game of the season against Seattle when he trotted out McManus to take how long was that kick? Like 66 yards or something?
I think.
No, it has tied the NFL record.
Yeah, 66. No, 66. Yeah, 66.
But like from the very beginning, we saw that, and I believe they hired a clock management guy.
Yeah, that's
in Denver.
terrible.
Like whenever you need to hire a clock management guy, that should be a red flag immediately for any GM. And George Payne just came out and said that. He's like, or George Payne just came out and said Hackett's had more criticism than any head coach deserves, or the unprecedented criticism.
Well,
he deserves that criticism.
You have probably a top 3 defense of football who allows no points. You're 2-5 with these weapons on offense. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Ziggy.
It's one thing to have to hire the clock management guy, right? But I think what's more concerning, if you say at the beginning of the season, look, first-time head coach, doesn't really know what he's doing. He's in a big new situation. He's never called plays. We're going to bring in the staff to support him. Great. But it seems like they didn't even expect that this was a possibility that Hackett wouldn't be prepared.
It just gets worse and worse. I think that Rippon, right? Rippon was in last week. I think he threw 46 times. It's like he should not be throwing the ball 46 times in any game. It's just a lot of poor coaching decisions, and we'll see. Like you said, Ziggy, off air, they should lose to Jacksonville probably this weekend.
Oh, and we need to give the ball more to Melvin Gordon.
No, Melvin Gordon's horrible.
Yeah, he's horrible.
He's not horrible.
No. Let me clarify
for
for anyone listening. Jack is saying that because Melvin Gordon's on his fantasy team.
Fair.
Melvin Gordon.
He's also a fumble machine.
Melvin Gordon, he's so far in his head about fumbles. He has been terrible this season.
Boy, it's not like he's gaining yards when he's not fumbling, right?
Think,
3.5 yards a carry.
They're just terrible. They can't throw, so everyone has 8 guys in the box. Then they run it right into it. Then it's 3rd and 10, and then Russ sees nobody and runs out of bounds.
The game against the Chargers, right? You lose. What did they lose by that game? 3.6.
3. They should have won.
3 point. They covered.
Yeah, they should have won.
But the run game was terrible. Melvin Gordon had 3 carries. Why not bring him in?
Well, were they in that game?
Let him have some opportunities.
I don't know. What they have? Murray and Gordon.
They gave him 15 carries against the Colts for 54 yards. They gave him 11 carries against the Jets for 33. Opportunity is not the
He's
problem.
pretty bad.
He's just
12 for 26 against San Francisco.
It's a bad draft pick.
But are the other? Well, no, my draft pick was Javonte Williams, and I just handcuffed.
I also had
bad picks. They were both bad picks.
Oh yeah, in hindsight, I guess Williams was.
Well, I thought the Broncos offense would be good. Russ would be doing his play action rollouts, and they'd be running the ball down people's throats.
One would have thought they'd be good.
One would have thought. I want to talk about Asante Samuel, guys. Asante Samuel said
right. He's 100% right.
That Bill Belichick, without Tom Brady, is a, quote, average coach.
Yeah, he lost to the Bears by 20. He lost to Miami by... He scored 7 points at Miami.
I'm sorry. Didn't you say your father used to get breakfast with Bill Belichick and he said he's a genius?
Well, you know who we had then? He had Phil Simms, the best defense ever.
Phil Simms.
He had a great
That's
team.
where you're going with this. Phil Simms.
He had a great team. He had Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor. Don't give me Phil Simms.
He had a great defense and a great offense. He had a great team. That makes a great coach.
But any coach who's an NFL coach, we like to sit here and criticize. They are all, you're at the top of your profession. You're going to be a football genius.
Oh, he can be
Not
a genius,
all of them.
yeah.
Most of them.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Some of them.
Belichick's a smart guy. I think he's shit without Brady.
However, this
Shit without Brady?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's bad.
He's bad.
Look at him without Brady. So he's been bad.
Horrible.
Guys, to say he's
He had
shit
a
without Brady.
quarterback carousel. If that's real, which I guess we got to believe what the coach says, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
They've had a rough transition, but to say Bill Belichick is absolute shit without Tom Brady.
Belichick has had success with phenomenal teams in the past.
No, I tend to agree on
He's been awful without Tom Brady.
The superstar coach versus superstar player argument. I always have come down on superstar player.
Of course.
And I think the
100%.
best example for it is the NBA. Like Phil Jackson, Kobe, Michael Jordan. Think of Eric Spoelstra's regarded as one of the best coaches in the NBA. Good. But no, he's a great coach. But LeBron was there. They won. The LeBron goes to Cleveland, wins. LA beats
Well, the whole thing with
Spoelstra.
Spoelstra is like now they're still good and they don't really have.
They are still good.
Well, they made the finals. He's good.
But he lost to LeBron.
Here's what I don't get about this argument is people seem to think the fact that he did really well with Tom Brady and has struggled without him proves he's a bad coach. Show me one coach in NFL history that when they've gotten elite talent like Tom Brady has taken anywhere near as much advantage. Right? There are many times when NFL coaches step in with a weak quarterback talent and stink.
Yes, that's exactly
right. I don't think he's a bad
Belichick
coach.
comes in with Tom Brady and wins 75% of his games.
Great coaches are able to get the most out of a great player, and they're able to win with that. And I think that's like Steve Kerr versus Mark Jackson. Do I think Mark Jackson would win with Steph Curry and that team? Absolutely. I don't know if they win as much as they
No, yeah, I completely agree.
If Bill Belichick was able to not get blown out at home by the Bears, Ravens, and lose the Dolphins by 20 points,
So
Show me one NFL coach that doesn't have a bad loss in their career. Show me one NFL coach.
No, he's not a bad coach.
A bad loss in their career.
He's not a bad coach. He's just not the greatest of all time.
Well, what was the question here? Like his Bill Belichick.
He said he's an average coach.
That's the question. Is he average?
No, he's above average, but he's not. I don't think he's phenomenal. I think you have Tom Brady, anyone can win.
I mean, I think Brady and Gronk made Belichick look fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyone can win with Tom Brady.
I think he's just a middle of the pack guy now.
But together, it's a great pairing, the two of them. Does Brady win as much without Belichick?
Yes.
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, he won it. He beat Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Guy's the greatest ever.
I don't think he wins.
He's got
Super
Todd
Bowls.
Bowles over there, and I watch what they're about to do tonight, and watch the run they're about to go on with Todd Bowles. This guy is an idiot.
Brady's great, but those Patriots teams, especially the beginning of them, were not built on the offense.
The Bucs have been a top seed in the NFC, however long he's been there.
And they were the worst team ever before he went there.
Sure, no, Brady is phenomenal. But all those early Patriots teams, and really throughout the entire run, other than a couple seasons, it was defensive oriented, and that's Belichick's world.
I mean, Bill Belichick gave Tom Brady 10 straight years with defenses that didn't score worse than 10th in the NFL.
Yeah, it's to say Belichick's not I think he's a great coach without Brady, but
No, I think he's a good
maybe
coach.
like you said,
just not the best of all
greatest
time. Yeah,
without Brady. But that's why those pairings work.
I think he's a middle of the pack coach in the NFL right now.
Brady might not be the best.
He's also 80. He might have outran his.
Brady might not be the best player of all time without Belichick. I think they need each other to get to where they are.
With that Brady to Gronk team, I think most coaches would have been fantastic.
No. Not Elko, not Nathaniel Hackett. Andrew, speaking of great coaches and the great coaching theories, apparently you've developed one that you want to share with everyone.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So I want honest opinions because I legitimately think this is genius.
We've never heard. No one has heard.
It's
this.
not.
Much like the Jack Cap of the week, which is coming up. None of us have heard.
I texted my friends and some of them laughed at it, thinking I'm joking, but then others said this is smart, and I did that before because I wanted to.
I just want to put out there. Some shows will say oh, we've never heard this when they've heard it a million times. That have scripted it out. We have never heard.
No one's ever heard this or thought of this. I don't think.
Other than this group chat.
Yes. So
is it about basketball?
It's about basketball. So
okay.
Obviously you can't do it when you're a head JV coach because you don't really have that much control over things, and there's no. Well, I don't want to ruin it, but you'll see why. So. I think it's very important to, have music in practice. We used to do it in college. You're running a drill, whatever. Obviously, if you're going through X's and O's, you got to turn the music off and focus. But if you're running drills, whatever, up and down the court, you get some rap music, you get some pump-up music, you let the players play what they want, right? So kind of we're conditioning the players, whatever. Conditioning as in Pavlov, right? Right, Ziggy?
Yeah, that is classical conditioning.
Okay, so I didn't want it to be confused with conditioning as in stamina. So that type of conditioning, every day they come in before practice or listen to this music, the same playlist, all this good stuff, right? It's a big game, middle of the season. They've been listening to the same playlist for maybe about a month or two now. I changed the playlist completely to sing along / depressing music where it's Wait, Let It Go.
Sing along depressing?
Yeah.
This is
That's
before
a
the big
genre.
game.
This is
Let It
no. They're either sing along songs or slower songs.
Before the big game?
Before the huge game. Say Monday.
In the gym or in practice?
No, so listen. So Thursday is the practice. Thursday is the game. This is Monday practice leading up to that big game.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
So we're playing Let It Go, from Frozen. We're playing what's the Jar of Hearts by Christina Perry.
Say You Won't Let Go.
Yeah,
that's a great
So
song.
crazy stuff like this, not basketball music whatsoever. So again, I know high schoolers. They're gonna be a coach. What's going on? Turn this shit off. All this stuff, and I'm gonna say, all right, get on the line, go run. Everything happens for a reason. That shouldn't affect your practice, but it will. If you change something like that, it will affect them. But we'll play it every day leading up to that big game on Thursday. They'll have no idea what's going on. I will tell them nothing else. It will just be, this is what we're listening to in practice. Everything happens for a reason. Oh, coach, practice. Thursday, we're playing the biggest game, a huge game. The place is packed as we have a good team. And the other team, they're locked in, they're ready to go. And I'm saying, how can I get an advantage before this game starts? As we're running out, we start blasting the music we've been listening to. So usually it's whatever. It's Eminem, it's whatever, Lil Wayne, whoever, blasting, and the kids are bobbing their head. we're playing our rivals. We run out to Drops of Jupiter by train, or we're listening to Party in the USA.
I thought you were gonna go back to the song and have them be pumped up. So wait,
Well, I'm just saying whatever we were listening to during the week, and then the kids, it clicks their head like, oh, this is, and they look at the other team looking around, and then we have the high school kids that are 15 to 18 saying, let it go, let it go.
It's like, this is our music right here.
And this is like, okay, this is our advantage. Well, imagine me walking into another gym in college, like we walk into NJCU and they're playing Miley Cyrus, My Tummy, The Climb. I'd be like, oh, well, I have no idea what's going on, and bang, like that. I think this is genius.
I think that's utterly ridiculous.
Here's my opinion.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm all in. I'm all in.
You're a psychology guy. This is genius.
Philosophy,
whatever.
Close enough.
But this can't hurt. How does this hurt my team? If the other team doesn't react,
it just seems like if your plan is to do it on Monday with 3 days, like they'll have 3 days of, as you said, possibly poor practice.
No, just the first day. Listen, imagine you were on the bus. Imagine we get off the bus to Rampo in the state championship, and they're blasting over the loudspeaker. Hey, soul sister. I'd be like, what is going on?
I'd be vibing.
I said we're gonna kick this team's ass.
Yeah, I'd be like, they got no. But then you see them and they're bobbing up and down, and the whole gymnasium is singing these sing along. I'm telling you that this is genius. Genius.
Are you gonna? Can you try this?
Well, I mean,
is there any way?
JV, we have no sound system, and I wouldn't be able to take over the music.
Can you play like "When Will My Life Begin" from Tangled?
Yeah, stuff like that. I'm being serious. I think this is genius.
It doesn't testing it out for a game.
I don't know. I don't know if your team would respond well on day 4
I can see him coming out
to
like kiss the girl from The Little Mermaid.
Yes, dude. Could you imagine? The other team walks in, they're bobbing their head. We make sure we go in second, so it's quiet for them. They have no idea what's going on. Whatever, they hear the murmurs of the crowd, and then we run out of the doors.
Walk away and slam the door.
Yeah.
So Highlands up 12-0. Highlands up there's 12-0 in the first 2 minutes.
And they have no idea what's going on, and then the kids are like, "Oh, now we got it, coach." I'm telling you, and only one game.
Look, there's a chance I can see your players running out. They'll be like, "What
hell,
are we
coach?
doing?"
No, because they will have so much belief in me already because I've shown them the way to win. Whatever school it's at, however 10 years down the line it is, this is genius.
All right, we'll have to test it.
But we'll get him in the zone. Will that get him in the zone?
Well, because I think by Wednesday, and I think Ziggy agrees, I think we're going to be singing along to those songs in practice. I think this is.
I'm just
genius.
imagining like
Taylor Swift, like a turn in 20. I think this is genius.
I'm just imagining like a montage. Like you realize you're like creating High School Musical with your team.
Here's the thing.
You guys will
play some High School Musical.
Running up the court, being like get your head in the game.
Here's the thing. Last year I was at Providence versus Nova in the dunk. The biggest crowd.
Yeah,
in
and they played
history.
Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Oh, they got their asses kicked.
They lost by 4 in the final minute.
They lost by 4.
But Taylor Swift, yeah, they love it out there. Like you belong with me, and they're the best team ever.
You could play.
They're the best team ever.
No. I'm telling. It's got to be slow, like Tequila by Dan and Shay, like stuff that you will never ever hear in a basketball.
Yeah, like Taylor Swift is
like when we would pull up to schools in basketball. I don't really care about music. My head is all over the place, as you can tell. This is the stuff I think about. I'm jogging around, shooting layups. Who really cares? My job is to go in there and get ran over and take charges. It doesn't matter what I listen to. But you look like some of the guys who play 30 minutes a game. They're like bobbing their head up and down. They're singing along, giving each other high fives. I promise you, if you're playing a rivalry game, the gym is packed, and you start blaring over the loudspeaker like some nonsense.
We'll get video. We'll get video of it when it happens.
Okay,
so it'll happen this year.
The counter is though, like when a team, like if I had seen Providence run out and Let It Go was blasting, that wouldn't have been it. Like I just can't.
But you're not a player.
I can't see those players getting amped to play Nova though, when that music is on the loudspeaker.
Who is the star of Providence?
Yeah, imagine Watson. Let it go. Let it go. Justin Moore would be like, yeah, we were going to blast this team. And then
probably be like, all right, Jay Wright would probably be like cashing in a check or something.
Or would Providence have won the game?
I guarantee you they would have been.
All right.
Ziggy, I want to hear Ziggy.
All I'm saying is this. Like, your team runs in, they're playing like Whole New World from Aladdin, and you just see the utter bafflement in the opposing team's eyes. Your players will get so much confidence.
Maybe
They
you
know
have your
they're
players.
rattled.
And I'd
know
be
they're
they're not ready for this.
You
And I'd be in the
have,
stands like this, pumping up the sing along.
I mean, maybe you have your players lip sync, look into the other team's
Well, not
eyes
that.
a
It's
little
not.
bit.
I mean, this is when you're.
No,
I'm
no.
being
If you're doing
serious.
this, you got to go all the way.
All right.
I think
You gotta
this
get
is
deep.
genius. Imagine Jeff running out of the tunnel and
I think if you play Aladdin, you come out on a magic carpet.
what's it? Let Her Go by Passengers playing on. Like whatever, anything.
Yeah,
this is genius.
well,
I think it's worth. I think it's worth a shot.
Well,
for
I
a
get
game.
fired. I would get fired immediately if it did. If like we came out and
I mean,
went
if
down
you lose
20-0.
by 30,
yeah.
that might be it.
Yeah.
But
But I believe
it's worth a shot. It really is.
All right. Do you guys just want to do some game picks now?
Sure.
We'll do some game picks here.
That was good. That was good.
I like the theory. That was fun. And I don't.
I'm
I think
unironically on board.
I think it'll have almost zero impact.
And if you know me though, you guys know people will think this is a bit. I'm being 100% serious.
Can anybody dunk
this
on
is
your
true.
team?
I don't. Jeffrey would know.
Throw
better than that.
just throw a cock it back and
Jeffrey
yam
says
it
no.
down.
Maybe I am it in my suit. I go up and dunk it.
get everyone
That'd be
hyped.
great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. You could come down dressed as like Mickey Mouse or something.
You're not taking this serious. I'm being serious.
All right, let's do some game picks here.
100% will work.
We normally would have music, but we'll just loop that in over
can
the top.
put it in,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll put it in over the top.
Maybe we
Okay.
play Let It Go.
We could play.
It
Let
could be
Go.
fitting.
We could play Let It Go. We'll get the monetization ding, but
Yeah.
well, whatever. We don't make money here. Okay,
We'll make like 11
Why
cents.
don't we start? Yeah, we're $21. $21 on the channel.
We'll roll through quick. Just
Why don't
pick,
we
move on?
Yeah,
Pick, move
just
on.
like college game day. Just like
Just
college,
like
game,
college
day.
game day.
All right, Broncos at Jaguars. Jack
Well, in London game,
in London. Yes, 9:30 a.m.
Broncos.
But it is at Jaguars because we know the Jaguars. In
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Ziggy?
I think the Broncos win that game.
Yeah, give me the prince that was promised, Trevor Lawrence.
Prince, that was promised. All right, Andrew.
This is whatever 7-8 weeks in a row. I will pick against the Jags every week. Broncos.
I'm gonna take the Jaguars. I watched a few Broncos games this year, and it is torture. It is eye rape to watch the
Jags are
Denver
much
Broncos. No, they are much better. The Broncos stink. Bears at Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Ziggy.
Cowboys, this Bears team stinks.
Cowboys.
I have to go Dallas as well, but Chicago. I mean,
they-
last weekend they
They're
looked
winning
really
2 road
good.
games in a row.
They looked good, and they immediately traded their team captain, and Roquan Smith is crying.
Did
in
you
the
see
corner.
Roquan Smith? I had meant to bring that up actually. Roquan Smith crying when they told him that
suck
they
it up.
traded.
Yeah, are you telling me that team's going to come out ready to play?
He's
when
crying
players
because he's
are
stuck in
sobbing?
Chicago. While everyone else
I
gets to
loved
leave.
it. I loved the tears. I thought that was great.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying they're not ready to play.
Raiders Saints in New Orleans.
Raiders.
Give me the home team, Saints.
Saints. I'm gonna go with the Raiders in this one as well. I just can't buy into the Saints this year in any game. I know Dalton's come in; they've been better, but
I think the Raiders are better than the start they've gotten
Kamara's
off
on the
to.
block. I don't know. Lots happening there.
I mean, you have to say when you have to say they look better, Dalton came in.
That's
the
a
team's
problem.
screwed.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's a problem.
After this week, when I had New Orleans ranked 23rd, everyone told me it was too low preseason. Now that actually may have been too high. Week 8, my 3.0 power
and then you
rankings come out.
had the Jets at 12, right?
I had the Jets at 17 to start. Now they're at 11. After they win this week, they'll be at 4.
4.
Yeah.
All right. I look forward to seeing that.
better than all these
Yeah. Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, Jets.
Eagles, Chiefs, Bills, Jets.
Okay. Carolina at Atlanta.
Here's a case. Atlanta.
The Falcons have one of the best ground games in the league. I think Tampa's terrible and Carolina got lucky. Give me the Falcons all day.
Falcons.
I got the Falcons as well. Steelers at Eagles. Oh, Jack.
Eagles win. Steelers cover 10.5.
Okay.
We saw what happened the last time the Steelers played a quarterback who could run a little bit. Give me the Eagles by 30.
I mean, Zach Wilson can run a little bit. We lost by 3 in that game.
Eagles 42-0.
I like the Eagles and I like them to cover too. So you're a lone wolf on the cover.
He knows they're not covering. He just has to say
What was the
that.
score when last time the Steelers played a good rushing quarterback? Jack, can you remind me?
I'm not
38-3.
going to bet on us to cover.
Hey, I'd love for you to cover.
just-
I'd
just
love for
what-
you to
what was
win.
the score?
I
Can
would
you tell me?
love it. No, what was the score?
38-3.
Miami at Detroit. Detroit is what, 1-5 or 1-6?
Yeah,
One and five.
Detroit has the worst defense in the history of the
It's tough
NFL.
for me to pick Detroit, so I'm going to go with Miami.
Do you know how many people were so high on Detroit coming into this season? And on this show, we said it was.
He said it was hard
because of the
knocks.
hard knocks. And
Yeah, no, but
The
so
coach
many
is also a
people-
bumbling idiot.
They were
If you actually
public.
watch him coach, he's an idiot.
they were a public team, terrible defense.
Yeah, bad team.
Miami.
The Lions' offense has largely delivered, but I think Tua can keep up. Give me the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I got the Dolphins too. And Ziggy, I think that Lions offense has been declining for weeks now. Amon-Ra St. Brown has been hurt, and so is Swift, but I'm not buying anything with them. Arizona at Minnesota.
Yeah, that guy Swift can go suck a.
Oh, all right, Arizona at Minnesota.
Over.
Do I have to cut that? Do I have to cut something like that?
Yeah, you do. We don't want to get demonetized.
You probably do. You probably do.
I think I just put a beep. I'll put a bleep over that.
Yeah, you can bleep that.
Put a beep, just beep it.
Yeah.
12th overall pick. That's why I'm 1-6. That bum.
Arizona at Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. They do not lose in Minnesota. Minnesota.
Well, we almost lose in Minnesota.
Yeah, but you don't though.
This game really scares me, especially because we're coming off a bye. You think coming off the bye means extra preparation. I think it means we're not going to be ready.
You can't pick Arizona.
I think I have to take Arizona. I don't trust this team coming off the bye. I hate it.
Ziggy, you want me to give you some confidence? The new Call of Duty comes out tonight. Kyler Murray will
that's
not
great.
be playing.
I forgot. Vikings by a million. Vikings by a million. I'm changing.
Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings.
Yeah, I forgot
Vikings
about
are
the
a
Call of
good
Duty
home
as well.
team.
We're a good home team, but we've had some scares.
Without the Call of Duty, I would have taken the Cardinals. I'm being
Yeah,
serious.
really?
Yes, I literally think that matters.
No, I unironically changed my pick.
Probably does.
Every time I
Remember
go on my TikTok or I see AJ Dillon streaming on Twitch. He was supposed to be some great player. He is the worst player I've ever seen.
Oh, and
get off the video games.
It's also Kirktober still. We have one more game of
True.
Kirktober. So Kirktober
And the
Call of
game's at
Duty
1,
is-
right?
The game's at 1.
Okay, yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, it's it's an automatic win. Patriots at
Yeah,
Jets.
so like even 4 o'clock's okay with just pushing it, but one's
o'clock is
great.
a
4 is
lock.
scary.
Yeah, 4 is scary.
Oh, 1
It's
o'clock,
pushing it a
1
little
o'clock
bit.
means the Vikings will be up 17 early. The Cardinals will come storming back,
But
and
then-
Kirk
but
will
then
lead a
Vikings will
game-winning
take the
drive.
lead back.
That
Yeah.
is exactly how
Yeah,
this
that's a
game will
1
go.
o'clock game in Minnesota. What was the next game?
We have Patriots at Jets.
I love the Jets as a home underdog. Jets.
The thing is, Zach Wilson hasn't thrown a touchdown since week 4 against the Steelers.
Doesn't
Brees
matter.
Hall is hurt. I think it's going to this team's going to need a little time to adjust their run game without him. Give me the Patriots to win 13 in a row.
No, I think it'll be 16.
Won't be 16
Oh, wait,
in a row?
wait. No, wait, maybe you're right. Maybe it's 2015.
I'm pretty sure it's 13.
2015
Doesn't
was the
matter.
last time they won.
Running backs don't matter. I've been saying it for years. Running backs don't matter. Unless you have Barry Sanders, which he's not in the league anymore. Running backs don't matter. Zach Wilson's just been scoring the most points against every team he plays. Doesn't matter. Don't care if he's throwing it. If you don't think he can throw, put 8 guys in the box. They're not because they know he's got that arm. I don't care. Jets by a million.
I think the Jets are a good team, but I'm not going to bet against Bill Belichick, especially when he's won, 12 in a row, like we said, something like that.
Yeah, he looked good last week
number
coaching against the
12.
Bears in the rain at
Hey,
home.
yeah. Everyone has their bad games.
You can bet against Bill without Tom Brady.
Yep.
I'm not. 2 weeks ago, you sat here and you were like, I am never betting against Bill Belichick because my father said you never.
And it proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Several times.
No, I'm fine with New England. I think the Jets are a good team, though. It's not because the Jets are bad.
Well, you obviously don't think they're a good team because the Patriots are an unknown not good team, and you think they're going to go on the road to the best atmosphere that New York has probably had in 10 years, and they're going to lose.
I think that Belichick's going to have a defensive masterclass.
Okay.
But
There's only so much you can do from the sidelines. When that O-line hits you in the mouth, what is Bill going to do?
is Vera Tucker playing?
No.
Okay.
Brees Hall's playing, though.
Running backs don't matter.
I do like
All
your
right.
rushing attack. James Robinson's a good replacement. Titans at Texans, barn burner.
You know, this feels like a weird game to me.
Stop, just
I'm
say
gonna
Titans.
go with the Titans.
Can you believe the spread for this game?
It makes no
only 2.5?
sense.
Nobody trusts in the Titans. I trust in the Titans a little bit over the Texans, though.
Smell fish.
Like, mediocre Derrick Henry and mediocre Ryan Tannehill is leagues better than Damian Pierce and Davis Mills. Give me the Titans.
Matt Vrabel could play quarterback, and the Titans will win this game. Mike Vrabel, Mike.
Something's weird about that. I don't.
Remember Ole Miss LSU? Smell of fish.
Yeah, something's weird here.
I didn't smell any
I'm
fish
gonna go
there.
Tennessee.
Oh, neither did I. I
I'm
love
gonna go
those.
Tennessee, but yeah, something to keep in. No, this is probably gonna be.
Name
20
one
points.
thing the Texans are good at.
Nothing.
One thing, and then I'll let you say.
They're good at not throwing the ball to Brandon Cooks. He's never on TV when
Wait, do you
I
coach
turn
your
on.
fantasy team?
Yeah, horrible pick. Horrible pick. Took him over Jalen Waddle. You're welcome, Jeffrey. Giants at Seahawks.
Seattle. I'm a Geno guy. I said a week 1. Geno. 5-3.
Yeah, playing in Seattle is just going to be too tough for this team. Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I think the Giants are going to win. I got the Giants in a close one. Seattle, I still am not buying them. Geno's
The
looks good.
Seahawks are going to win the NFC West, by the way.
You think so? No,
Yeah.
I think San Francisco's better than them. I think
San
the
Francisco's
Rams.
hurt.
The Rams stink.
Geno Smith is getting that franchise tag money. He's
Washington.
playing for.
I said this.
Yeah.
I said this.
Oh, how about the
You also
Carson?
said some other ridiculous things.
Oh, believe me, I know. But you gotta.
This
you
one
give
was
out-
correct.
You give out 10.
Well, we'll see.
10
We'll-
takes,
we'll,
one
we'll,
or two.
we'll,
Yeah.
we'll see. We're only.
No,
we're
Geno's-
not even
Geno's
halfway
back.
through the
No.
season.
He's good.
Geno's back. He was nice.
Well, he was good in West Virginia.
At Indianapolis. Carson Wentz revenge
That
game.
is a Wentz revenge game. I like
You do like those spots.
I do like those
Wentz
spots.
isn't playing.
But
Yeah.
oh yeah, he's not playing.
He's not playing.
I like the Colts.
Matt Ryan's also not playing.
Yeah, the two starting quarterbacks from
Yeah.
early in
Well,
the season.
I knew Matt Ryan got benched.
Heineke's a baller, though. He should have been starting the whole time.
I like Sam Ellinger though a lot. I think he's good.
What are you talking about?
We
Sam
know
Ellinger.
I mean,
Heineke.
what are you talking about? Sam
Yeah,
Ellinger's
he's never
good.
played.
I liked him coming out of Texas.
Yeah, and Jack probably liked him in the preseason
like you just said,
too.
Geno, West Virginia quarterback, translating it.
Okay.
So we have Taylor Heineke, Sam Ellinger. Oh my God, that's a tough game. Who you have, Ziggy?
We know that Heineke can play quarterback in the NFL. We do not know that Sam Ellinger can play quarterback in
Watch.
the NFL.
Watch this week. What happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Washington Commanders dominate.
Commanders too.
I have Commanders too. Taylor Heineke.
He's a baller.
Oh, but he used to be on the Vikings. He was our second or third stringer, and he would come in preseason games. We'd be getting killed or something like that, and he would dominate the fourth quarter.
I'm just saying,
We
the
loved
over under for this game 41.
The final
I
score of this
can't
game might be
believe it.
7-6.
39 and a half right now, Ziggy.
What's the spread?
Oh, it's moved down.
What's the
It's
spread?
Colts minus
minus
3.
3. I would hit Washington on that.
I like Colts on the money line.
Okay. All right. San Francisco at the Rams.
I think the Rams stink. I'm gonna go San Fran. It's also always a San Francisco home game there in
Yeah.
LA. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. A little NFC chip revenge.
Yep.
No, Niners.
So yeah, Niners. I'm not Niners. At the Rams, yeah.
Ziggy.
Stafford's bad. Christian McCaffrey's ready to play. He's gonna get hurt eventually, but I figure he's good for 1 or 2 games. Give me the 49ers.
I agree.
The Rams offense is maybe the worst offense in the entire league.
I like the Niners too. Crazy difference in LA this year to last year. But we've talked about how different.
Listen, it doesn't matter. You won a
year to
Super
year.
Bowl, you don't care anymore. Who cares? You won a Super Bowl. Jets win a Super Bowl, they don't have to win another game for 40 years.
Oh, I would sign up for a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
second.
if I'm Matt Stafford, I win a ring. It's like,
Oh, who cares?
right,
He's in
like,
LA. He's probably going to parties. He's
Yeah,
with
it's
his
like-
wife. He doesn't give a shit.
Took everything else
Yeah, he
here.
won a
It's like,
Super
all right.
Bowl. He watched
Yeah.
the girl fall off the stage.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care about anything. Packers at Bills.
I think the Bills win this game by so many points.
Biggest underdog in Rodgers' career.
I know it's
right?
not scary. me.
Not big enough.
It's not big enough. I think the Bills win and cover easily.
All right, Ziggy. It sounds like you are also.
That team is a machine.
They're
They'll be
ridiculous.
going through the tables. Primetime game.
Number 1 offense. Number 3 defense. Versus a bad offense and a bad defense with a quarterback who's just openly mentally booming.
He also doesn't care.
Come on.
He's
Come
just
on.
He's bullying the receivers right now.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has absolutely lost it.
Can you imagine being a young receiver in that locker room right now? And one of the
You're
greatest
just counting the days
quarterbacks
until he's
ever.
gone.
One of the
You're just
greatest
counting the
quarterbacks
days until
ever
he's
is just continuously saying, "Well, maybe you should be benched, or we could find someone else."
Yeah, it's
They're
gotta
not
be-
doing what they
that's
need to
gotta
do.
be so
I
tough
can't
for them.
imagine being Romeo Dobbs in there having 4 drops and Rodgers comes out. It's like, yeah, this guy.
Well, I
was-
do see it on the other end. Like, there's only so many times you could be like, all right, guys, I could, catch the ball.
There is.
You're
but
getting
it's
paid
just-
millions, and you're just dropping balls.
Dobbs has shown some ability. You got to think that is. I don't know. I think it's tough for those guys in there.
It's gonna be brutal.
I like the Bills, by the way.
It's gonna be brutal this game.
Rodgers is going to come. I wonder what he's going to say. He's going to be like, we didn't
I don't think he cares anymore.
manifest this win enough. We haven't manifested it well.
So his strange girlfriends walking around with his hair. He
I
still
love
doesn't
Aaron
care.
Rodgers. I really like it.
Oh, I like him too. I just don't think he cares anymore.
hysterical guy. All right, I also have Buffalo big. Bengals at Browns. No more Jamar Chase, at least for 4 to 6 weeks.
so-
That's a big loss.
I was going over every AFC North schedule going forward to see if the Steelers had a shot to win the North, and we do, by the way.
So you can
And
bet it.
maybe plus 3,000, maybe. And I love the Browns at home to beat the Bengals. Plus 3.5, I like them outright.
Okay.
Is the spread still 3.5 after the injury?
Oh, from last I
3.5.
checked.
Yes.
Oh, still 3.5.
3.5.
yeah. I
Browns.
mean,
Browns.
it's Halloween. It's spooky. I think I like the Browns
Halloween.
on the upset.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Monday night.
I don't like
Halloween.
that for the Browns.
for the Browns or the Bengals?
The Browns.
Why?
Really?
Halloween, what in Cleveland?
I don't know. Those fans.
Disgusting.
It could be disgusting.
If it
but
was
those
Cincinnati
fans-
at home at Halloween in that orange, I know that the Browns also wear orange, but
I don't know.
No, I like the
I
Bengals.
can see the dog pack.
I mean,
dog
things-
pound to dog pound.
look,
I can see the
They
dog
already
pound.
dress up like idiots every game. Now they
Things
need an
happen on
excuse.
Halloween. Things happen on Halloween.
Exactly. Bengals.
Home underdog.
Who are we kidding here? They're the Browns, guys. No, you know what?
the Browns aren't bad,
I'm gonna go Cleveland as well. I'm gonna go Cleveland on this one. Good game. We'll see if the Cincinnati can survive Jamar Chase. All right, that does it for our game picks.
That was fast.
That was good. That was excellent.